Yeah, hi there. These comments are for college, and I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass a TOEFL IBT. And you completed my independent speaking practice test number 3. So the question here is, upon your death, what valuable object or material possession would you consider giving to a friend or family member? Why would you want your friend or family member to inherit this object? Alright, so let's take a look at how you responded to that question.
Upon my death, I would consider giving my car to my brother for 2 important reasons. First, it's a very fancy. Upon my death, I would consider giving my car to my brother for 2 important reasons.
Let me see, I'm not sure what you're saying there.
It's a very fancy car, and
hold on.
Upon my death, I would consider giving my car to my brother.
Okay, your car.
For 2 important reasons.
Now, instead of saying 2 important reasons, explain maybe what those reasons are specifically. You might say because of its value, and then the feelings I have toward the car, I would give this car to my brother upon my death. In that way, it's easier for you to organize the body of the speech. So if you want to learn a little bit more about how to create more sharply focused topic statements for the independent speaking task, go to speaking lesson number 2 in my online TOEFL course guide, and it'll give you some ideas on how you can begin your response in a little bit more of an original way. You don't want the IBT human raters to think that you're memorizing a certain template when you're answering these questions.
First, it's a very fancy car, and I love it so much, and I wanted to stay with someone who would take care of it properly. And my brother is very responsible, and I know for sure he would keep it in a very good shape.
Now, here's a problem. You made a statement that it's fancy, but why is it fancy? Does it have a convertible top? Does it have leather interior? Does it have nice tinted window with a really expensive stereo system inside? So you didn't really explain exactly what makes the car fancy. So that's a pretty big word, a very general word, and the TOEFL typically expects you to give a little bit more description when you bring up something like that.
Second, my brother helped me a lot during my life.
Now, when you say secondly, you might want to say, I also would give this car to my brother because, and that way you're keeping this more of an argument. The way that you started, you're making a statement about your brother, but you're not saying why it's important for him to have this car. So be careful how you organize your response. There's certain parts of your response are more important than others, and obviously when you move from one part of your argument to another, you have to make sure you continue to make the argument.
And without him, I wouldn't be able to go to school and get my license and start my career. So I want to give him the car as an appreciation for everything he did to me. So that's why I want to give the car to my brother.
Okay. Okay, let's take a look at the rubrics now. Okay, on this one, part of it is, I think that, let's take a look in the 3 range here. Your response is mostly coherent, conveys relevant information, however, development of the response is limited. You need to more fully explain. Okay, I'm gonna put you into the 3.0 out of 4, or 23 points out of 30. So you can probably do a little bit better, as I said, as you mention the idea of the car being fancy, then give a little bit more specific detail to illustrate that point. Then when you move to your second point, keep it connected to the purpose, which is why you'd want to give this car to your brother. So you can probably improve your organization, and to do that you can go to my speaking lesson number 7. I think I also recommended speaking lesson number 2. Delivery, you're pronouncing most of your words, I think, clearly and correctly, but you can still work on improving your intonation. So you can learn more about your intonation by going to Speak Clearly lessons number 36 through 40. All right? Thank you.